Here, on the unforgiving stage of life, creatures great and small engage in nature's ancient dance of survival. From the sun-scorched plains of Africa to Asia's dense jungles, predator and prey enact their timeless drama. No referee exists in these arenas, where tooth and claw decide who claims territory, food, and the precious right to continue one's bloodline. Here, in the vast frozen wilderness of the Arctic, we find ourselves in the kingdom of one of Earth's most magnificent predators, the polar bear, master of ice and snow. A creature perfectly adapted to this seemingly inhospitable realm. For weeks, perhaps months at a time, these majestic animals roam the endless white landscape in splendid isolation. Such solitude suits the polar bear rather well, for it is a creature that thrives in its own company. But when two males encounter one another in this frozen desert, we witness nature at its most primordial and unforgiving. The reason for such confrontations lies in the delicate balance of Arctic reproduction. Female bears give birth only once every 2 or 3 years, creating a stark imbalance. Too many males competing for too few receptive females. And so, over millennia, these magnificent creatures have evolved into true warriors of the North. The males before us are colossal, standing up to 10 feet tall when raised on their hind legs and weighing a staggering 1,500 pounds. They dwarf their female counterparts by nearly twice the size, an evolutionary adaptation that speaks volumes about the intensity of competition between rivals. Watch now as these two titans prepare to clash. The older bear, his fur bearing the scars of previous battles, faces a younger challenger. Himself no stranger to conflict, as evidenced by the missing patches of fur that tell tales of earlier confrontations. What unfolds is a remarkable display of raw power and evolutionary adaptation. Like sumo wrestlers on ice, they engage in a deadly contest of strength and balance. Each attempts to push the other off kilter, to send their opponent crashing to the frozen ground beneath. With astonishing force, the veteran rises to his full height before bringing his entire weight, all 1,500 pounds, crashing down upon his adversary. Imagine, if you will, the equivalent of 2 industrial vending machines dropped from above. Yet the younger bear shows remarkable resilience. His 5 curved claws, each 2 inches long and sharp enough to carve through solid ice, rake across his opponent's flank. These weapons, evolved primarily for traction on slippery terrain, become instruments of warfare in this battle for genetic supremacy. Then, in a decisive moment, the challenger deploys nature's ultimate weapon, his teeth. 42 specialized teeth, including 4 canines extending 2 inches in length, capable of penetrating thick layers of fur and skin. When these jaws clamp down with nearly 500 pounds of pressure, few creatures could withstand the assault. But the veteran is equally well armed, returning bite for bite. As the older bear's attacks grow more relentless, the younger challenger makes a critical decision: self-preservation over pride. With wounds to his neck that could prove fatal if the battle continues, he retreats into the white expanse. This is the harsh reality of life in the frozen north, a realm where only the strongest, most dominant males will pass their genes to the next generation of Arctic warriors. In this kingdom of ice, the polar bear reigns supreme, a testament to nature's extraordinary capacity for creating perfectly adapted survivors in Earth's most challenging environments. In the vast wilderness of our planet's northern forests and plains, there exists a creature that has captivated human imagination since time immemorial. The wolf. Not merely a predator, but a social architect of the wild. As twilight descends upon the landscape, a pack emerges from the shadows of the dense forest. Their movements are purposeful, coordinated, a living, breathing unit bound by complex social bonds. These are not simply animals that hunt together. They are a highly sophisticated society on the move. The pack before us displays remarkable diversity, some bearing coats of silvery grey, others draped in rich browns, while a few stand out with dramatic black or pure white fur. Their bushy tails, often tipped with distinctive black markings, serve as visual signals to pack members during the intensity of the hunt. These are magnificent creatures, their lean bodies stretching 3 to 5 feet in length, with tails adding another 1 to 2 feet to their impressive silhouette. Communication flows constantly between these social hunters. Observe the subtle ear movements, the position of the tail, the intense gaze, a silent language understood perfectly by all members. Then, suddenly, it begins, the iconic howl of the alpha male. The sound carries for miles across the landscape, a message to pack members who may have strayed, a declaration of territory to rival packs, and, perhaps most importantly, a reaffirmation of the pack's identity and cohesion. Now they move with greater purpose. The hunt has begun. The strategy that unfolds before us represents the pinnacle of cooperative predation in the natural world. Some pack members begin to circle wide, while others prepare to drive their quarry, a magnificent bull elk, toward the waiting ambush. They may travel astonishing distances in pursuit of such prey, often covering 12 miles in a single hunting expedition. The choreography is precise, honed through thousands of generations of evolutionary refinement. Each wolf understands its role intuitively. Some press the advance, others cut off escape routes, while the most experienced position themselves for the crucial moment when the prey falters. Success in this challenging landscape is never guaranteed, but when it comes, the feast is substantial. A single wolf can consume 20 pounds of meat in one sitting, a necessary adaptation for animals that may not feed again for several days.